And a very pleasant evening to you once again, wherever you are this beautiful Tuesday evening. Well, welcome to another edition of Sports Bang on Splash 105.5, broadcasting live from Felele, White House Felele, in the ancient city of Ibadan. It is the 18th day, Tuesday, the 18th day in the month of April 2023. And I welcome you specially to Sports Bank this evening. It's time to bring you all the latest and, of course, all the best updates making the rounds in the world of sports. The ever exciting, the ever controversial, ever interesting, yet ever time-consuming world of sports. My name is Akinosho Oluwafemi, but of course, you can simply call me Femighty. Once again, ready to update you this evening. Well, tonight is Champions League night, and it is not just Champions League night, it's, Champions League decider night. Because tonight, whether we like it or not, at around 10 p.m. or at most 11, let's say there are penalties, there are extra time and penalties. At most 11 p.m. Nigerian time, we'll have 2 out of the 4 teams that will play in the semi-finals of the Champions League tonight. 2 teams playing at home tonight, looking to overturn their first leg result. Mathematically, anything is possible. Chelsea went away to Santiago de Bernabeu about a week ago and lost by 2-0. Their task is easy tonight. All they have to do is win by 3-0 at Stamford Bridge tonight. And for SSC Napoli, they went away to the San Siro about a week ago and lost by a long goal. Some will say that we're without their star man, Victor Osimhen. Well, the star man is back now. And all they've got to do is win by 2-0 at the Diego Armando Maradona Stadium tonight. And we can talk about Napoli making it into the semi-finals of the UEFA Champions League. We're broadcasting live on Facebook and we've got our question right there. And the question is simple. Chelsea and Napoli, can they overturn their result tonight and make it to the semi-finals of the UEFA Champions League? Or do you think it's over for one or both of these teams? You can go on our Facebook fan page right about now, like, comment, share the video, and of course, let us know what you think. Chelsea fans, do you believe that the results tonight can be overturned at Stamford Bridge? It has happened before. It happened in 2013, or was it 2012? And I think it also happened under Thomas Tuchel just a couple of years ago. Can Frank Lampard do it tonight? Go on our Facebook fan page and, of course, let me know what you think. But starting the show this evening, let's quickly talk about what is going on. Let's start with tennis. By the way, we've got so much to talk about on the show this evening. Even though I started with the UEFA Champions League, I can assure you we are not starting with the Champions League this evening. We'll get there eventually, of course. So, of course, let's talk about table tennis this evening. Unfortunately, Aruna Kadri lost to Chinese Ma Long earlier today, 3-1 in his opening game at the WTT Champions Tournament, Macau 2023. Well, they took actually took the first set 11-8, took the second set 11-6 before Kadri rallied back in the third set to win that third set 11-9. But it was not enough as Kadri lost the fourth and the final set 11-8 to actually seal a first-round exit at Macau 2023. Well, Kadri still remains the world number 1 tennis player in Africa, and of course, is still ranked world number 11th in the world, despite this unexpected and saddening loss. Aruna Kadri is one of the biggest exports of table tennis in Africa, and I'm glad to say that he is from Oyo State. Yes, you heard me right, from here, Oyo State. Okay, living table tennis this evening. Let's go to lawn tennis. Well, they now call it tennis. And let's confirm to you that Novak Djokovic is a big doubt for the second Grand Slam of the season. According to a statement released by Novak Djokovic today, he says his elbow is not in an ideal shape. Novak Djokovic says he's still dealing with an elbow issue as he looks to get his French Open preparations back on track following his early exit at the Monte Carlo Masters last week. The 35-year-old suffered a third-round exit as he was defeated by Lorenzo Musetti last week. Well, he will return to the Cyprus Open in Bosnia and Herzegovina later this week, hoping to continue his preparation. But according to him, he still has issues with his elbow and is not sure yet how well fluid or how well much that elbow would affect him. But let's talk about the games happening right now, because I can tell you that, tennis games tournaments are always going down. Let's confirm to you some of the tennis tournaments happening right now at this point in time. There is the Barcelona Open in Spain for the guys. There is the Munich Open in Germany for the guys. And for the ladies, there is the Stuttgart Open happening right now. Okay, let's quickly bring you updates from that. The ladies first, right? So let's start from the ladies. Let's start from Stuttgart, Germany. Later this evening at around 7 p.m. Nigerian time, former British number one tennis player Emma Raducanu will be in action against Yelena Ostapenko. Raducanu has been injured for a while now, and she's looking to overcome her injury woes and, of course, get back on court. Also, Barbara Krejcikova later tonight will be up against Ludmila Samsonova. Earlier today, Paula Badoza defeated Daria Kasatsina at the Stuttgart Open, as well as Anastasia Potapova also winning. Tatiana Maria is currently in action right now. Okay, let's talk about the guys. Okay, let's talk about the guys. The guys in Barcelona. Earlier today, Roberto Bautista-Agut got the better of Zapata Miralles. Kubla Jason also won. Carlos Alcaraz, former world number one, also won just earlier today. De Alejandro Davidovich Fokina, the man that I like to call Davido, also got a win earlier today, as well as David Goffin. Alberto Ramos Vinolas unfortunately lost. Casper Ruud won. Diego Schwartzman also won. These are some of the updates coming from the world of tennis. Quickly, this evening, we move to basketball. By the way, those on Facebook's fan page, I see you. Thank you so much for your comment. Agumbiade Sharif, well, I see your comment. Femo Rankin, okay, are you my namesake? I see you also. Tope Lanre Bello, I see you. Abayomi, I also see you very well. Sekoni Muhami Oluwatosin. Of course, we'll get back to the comments when we talk about the Champions League later on the show. But keep your comments coming in. Tonight, can Napoli and Chelsea overturn their first leg results and book a place in the semi-finals? Do you think only one can do it? Or do you think both of them are heading out of the Champions League tonight? Let's get your comments. Unfortunately, because of time, I will not take phone calls this evening. But one way you can contribute this evening is to go on our Facebook fan page and, of course, drop your comment. Okay, moving to basketball. This evening, the NBA playoffs continue. And we are into the game 2 of the NBA playoffs. And I tell you, former The Tigers head coach Mike Brown is really doing wonders. I can confirm to you that early hours of this morning, Golden State Warriors lost their second game of the best-of-7 series to Sacramento Kings. Remember, Sacramento Kings, a former assistant coach of Golden State Warriors, joined the Sacramento Kings at the beginning of this season and qualified them for their first playoff in 14 years. Well, it was a game that was seen as a no-brainer. I mean, when the last time on Saturday, when Blessing asked me about this fixture, I said it was a no-brainer. But now it's looking like a big brainer because the Sacramento Kings are up by 2 games to nothing. They won the first game of the series 126-123, and in the early hours of this morning, they won the second game of the series 114-106. Mathematically, all Sacramento Kings needs to do to defeat Golden State Warriors is win 2 more games. and they will have knocked the former champions out of the NBA playoffs. Also, Philadelphia 76ers are up by 2 games up also after defeating Brooklyn Nets in the early hours of this morning. 76ers won the first game of the series 121-101. And in the early hours of this morning, in a very low-scoring game, Philadelphia 76ers won again 96-84. Let's just continue. Let's just confirm to you that in the early hours of tomorrow morning, the NBA playoffs will continue. Boston Celtics will take on Atlanta Hawks. Boston Celtics already leading the series by 1-0, winning the first game of the series 112-99 rather. Also, the Cavs, the Cleveland Cavaliers will also be in action. The Cavs are actually trailing this one by 1-0. New York Knicks won the opening game of the series 101-97. And Phoenix Suns will take on LA Clippers. Well, Clippers won the opening game of this series by 115-110. Tonight is the game 2. We keep our fingers crossed. I said tonight. Tonight in the United States, early hours of tomorrow morning here in Nigeria. Okay, let's switch gears right about now and let's talk about the round letter game of football. And let's confirm to you that, Nigeria now know their opponents in the Wafu Zombie tournament, under 20 tournament. Nigeria will face Niger Republic, Togo, and Burkina Faso in the Group B of the maiden edition of the 2023 Wafu Zombie Under 20 Girls Cup. The announcement was made earlier today on the CAF's official Twitter handle. The draw was held at the Wafu Zombie headquarters in Abidjan earlier yesterday. In the other group, there are just 2 groups, Groups A and B. Ghana is paired with Benin Republic and Cote d'Ivoire. The tournament starts on Saturday, May 20th, and will last until the 4th of June 2023. Also, let's confirm to you that the Flying Eagles will know their opponents at the forthcoming 2023 FIFA Under-20 World Cup later this weekend. According to report, Friday has been tagged as the day for the draws. The draw ceremony will hold at the FIFA headquarters in Zurich, Switzerland. The Flying Eagles are among 4 African countries that will take part in the biennial competition. The competition will feature 6 groups of 4 teams each, and we are waiting seriously concerning which group Nigeria under 20 will drop in. Meanwhile, the camp of the under 20 team opened on Sunday, and they are currently training right now in Abuja. We wish the under 20 team all the best. Okay, quickly, let's move away from Nigerian football stories, and of course, let's go to the foreign scene. Let's confirm to you some of the updates coming from overseas. First and foremost, let's start in England, and let's confirm to you that, according to what you have heard, the Etihad Stadium is set to be expanded. Manchester City have submitted a £300 million plan to increase the capacity of the Etihad Stadium to 60,000. Well, the capacity of the stadium currently stands at 53,400. But according to reports, Manchester City are planning to expand the north stand and make the total capacity of the stadium to be 60,000. But apart from that, they are also looking at other developments around the stadium. For example, there is a proposal for a sky bar overlooking onto the pitch. And there is also a plan for stadium roof walk experience, which means you'll be able to walk around the roof of the stadium. And according to reports, there are other developments planned for the stadium. For example, a 3,000 capacity fan zone, a new club shop, and a new museum for the club, and also a 400-bed hotel to be built around the stadium. According to what Manchester City has said, that these developments and this investment is set to cost about £300 million and is set to create about 2,600 jobs for the people of Greater Manchester. Don't forget, the Etihad was built in 2002 for the 2002 Commonwealth Games and was officially handed over to Manchester City in 2003. And since then, it has been the stadium of Manchester City. And a little bit of updates coming from Manchester United. Manchester United defender Lisandro Martinez has successfully undergone a surgery after being ruled out for the rest of the season due to a fractured metatarsal bone. Martinez, who made 45 appearances for Manchester United this season in all competitions, was carried off the pitch during their 2-2 draw with Sevilla in the UEFA Europa League last week Thursday. In a post on Instagram, Martinez said the operation went really well and he was now focusing on a full recovery. Well, of course, Manchester United will be without Martinez on Thursday when they take on Sevilla at the Ramon Sanchez Picon Stadium in Seville. And of course, later this weekend, there will be in action against Brighton and Hove Albion in the semi-finals of the FA Cup. All these games, of course, we'll have to manage without Lisandro Martinez. Okay, let's switch gears a little bit now. But before we do that, let's go to the pre-BBC now for the BBC Premier League updates. And when we come back, it will be all about the UEFA Champions League.
BBC Premier League update from the home of Premier League football.
Hello, I'm Craig Wall at the BBC Sports Centre, with Chelsea having spoken to the former Bayern Munich boss Julian Nagelsmann about the manager's job at Stamford Bridge. It's up to the interim boss Frank Lampard to try and inspire the team to turn around a deficit in the return leg of the Champions League quarter-final. Chelsea trail defending champions Real Madrid 2-0 going into the game at Stamford Bridge later today. Keeper Kepa Arrizabalaga insists that morale is still good despite Chelsea having such a big squad.
It's true that we have a lot of players, maybe more than normal in the team, but the atmosphere in the change room, obviously we are not happy where we are, but the atmosphere is good. It's not problem between us, it's not fighting, it's not nothing like this. Obviously we need better performance that we had in Bernabeu. We need control better the counter-attacks. We need spend better the time with ball. We need to create more chances for sure.
Leeds United boss Javi Gracia insists his team can still avoid Premier League relegation despite conceding another 6 goals, this time at home to Liverpool. They shipped 5 goals in the previous match at Ellen Road against Crystal Palace. Gracia's Leeds remain just a couple of points above the drop zone.
It's something we need to work on it and try to improve, because it's something we didn't do in the previous games, and now we are in the most important part of the season, and we have to be more solid, more compact, and try to defend much better, of course.
Manchester United defender Lisandro Martinez has undergone successful surgery on a fractured metatarsal, which prematurely ended his season. And for more football news from the BBC, go to bbc.com/football.
BBC Premier League update from the home of Premier League football.
Okay, welcome back from that break. And of course, this Easter Sport Bank this beautiful Tuesday evening. Is it going to be beautiful for some teams later tonight? The Champions League is in the hair already. In a little bit over an hour from now, 2 games are going to kick off. One in London at Stamford Bridge, and the other in the city of Naples at the Diego Armando Maradona Stadium. What will happen in those games as Chelsea welcomes Real Madrid tonight at Stamford Bridge and Napoli welcomes AC Milan? Okay, quickly, let's go to your comments on Facebook. Femo Ranking, thank you so very much. Gumbi Aden Sheriff. Okay, Tokpe Larry Bello says, I think Napoli can overturn the deficit and qualify for the semi-finals. As for the London Cowboys FC, it have gone. Sopwiti And Abayomi says Chelsea are gunners, and for AC, they should be able to move on. Are you saying move on to the semi-finals or move on back home? and he put an emoji of 3 balls. Are you saying 3 goals for Chelsea, 3 goals for Real Madrid, 3 goals for AC Milan, or 3 goals for Napoli? Also, Sekuni Muhammad Oluwatosin says that was when Chelsea was still with Roman Abramovich, not anymore. Okay, I'm not sure what you're responding to. And Sekuni also says Napoli can still get something out of today's game. Josh Baba, I appreciate you so much. Tolu Lokpe Balogun, Adeogun, pardon me, says, I think Napoli should make it, but Chelsea will need a miracle to scale through. Well, we have seen miracles happen before, right? I mean, I remember very well the PSG versus Barcelona game. I remember very well corner taken quickly. Barcelona versus Liverpool. We've seen miracles before. Can a miracle happen at Stamford Bridge tonight? Okay, quickly, before we take more comments, please keep your comments coming in. Of course, I will take them. Let's quickly give you some information that you need to know about, these games. For AC Milan versus Napoli, well, it's looking like Zlatan Ibrahimovic will not be available. He's ineligible for this game later tonight because he was not registered for the Champions League knockout stages. But I think Zlatan Ibrahimovic is the only injury worries that, is the only absentee, basically, that AC Milan would have to worry about. For Napoli, well, a couple of absentees, as Andre Zambo Aguisa was red-carded in the first leg of the encounter, which means he would not be available. Also, their star defender, Min Jae Kim, also would not be available for this particular game, also due to suspension. And the good news for Napoli is that Victor Osimhen is back. He made a substitute appearance in their game, in their goalless draw in the Italian Serie A during the weekend, and he's available for the game tonight. Now let's move to Real Madrid versus Chelsea. Well, there may be some good news for Chelsea actually, as Vinicius Junior is a doubt. Although he traveled with the team, we are not sure about his fitness and his return to the starting 11 tonight. He was not available for their win against Cadiz during the weekend due to an injury. Also, Toni Kroos was not available for that game as a result of an injury, but we are hearing that both of them may have, recovered in time for the game at Stamford Bridge tonight. Ferland Mendy also is back, which means that it may not be Eduardo Camavinga that will play left back tonight. And for Chelsea, well, Ben Chilwell is suspended due to a red card. Koulibaly is not available due to an injury. Kai Havertz, Ruben Loftus-Cheek, Kanye Chukwuemeka, all would be available tonight after missing out on the Brighton game as a result of an injury. And Armando Broja, of course, is a long-time absentee. And for N'Golo Kante and Thiago Silva, they missed out on the game during the weekend, but they are not injured. They were only rested specially for this game. Okay, let's go back to our Facebook fan page and take some more comments this evening. Elder Druidman says, good afternoon for Mighty. Okay, it's actually evening. The best result for Chelsea's draw. I don't see them overturning the result, but Napoli still have a chance to book a place in the semi-finals. 1 goal for Osimhen today. Okay, thank you so much. MCPVC says Napoli would definitely defeat Chelsea. Okay. Napoli would definitely defeat Chelsea. No. I think you wanted to say AC Milan there. Okay, and Chelsea is out of the game already. Same thing as AC Milan. Osimhen is back. Ojelade Joshua, well, he's dropping his prediction straight up. Napoli 1, AC Milan 0. Chelsea 0, Real Madrid 1. Well, if Napoli wins by 1-0 tonight, Ojelade Joshua, it means that the game will go into extra time and penalties. In that case, who wins? Who qualifies? Unfortunately, I will not be able to wait to actually get that answer because I've got to go. I've got to get out of here. Very many thanks to you for joining me on this evening's edition of the show. It's been an absolute pleasure. Go ahead and enjoy the best of the UEFA Champions League tonight and may the best team win. Once again, I am Akinosho Oluwafemi. Have a beautiful evening. Bye for now.
We educate, that's why we are respected. We inform, that's why we are loved. More music, we are the best. The Integrity Station. Splash, splash,
105.5.
Onígbọ̀wọ́ ìrun pípè yìí ni Honorable Bimbo Adékànbí. Wọ́n ṣe ládùúrà wípé kí Ọlọ́run ọba Allah gba ìrawọ́rasẹ̀ àti ìyànjú wa nínú oṣù àwẹ̀ yìí. Allahumma amin.
Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Allah. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن لا